promises here on the Brooklyn Nets postgame show. Let's hear a very candid Beard on more on what the Nets need to improve on down the stretch in games.
I mean, we didn't rebound in basketball. We gave up so many offensive rebounds. I mean, I don't even know. We gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, and that's what allowed them to get second opportunities and get extra possessions. And then, you know, I got to be better individually of making, you know, my decision making. Just giving them opportunities down the stretch. If we get a shot attempt, you know, obviously we got a chance to make it in and push the lead up. Then we're not fighting through that. So it's got to be better individually and as a team.
And then secondly, this is the first time we've chatted with you since the team acquired LaMarcus. How do you think he makes you all better, and what are you looking forward to about playing with him?
He brings a different aspect to you know, our team, as far as, you know, him being able to, you know, post up and knock that mid-range jumper down, you know. So, I mean, obviously we know, you know, what he's done over his career, but I think it's all about gelling together now. And the quicker we can get LA and KD and everybody healthy and, you know, Landry back, then, you know, we can catch a rhythm. You know, I mean, on paper it looks good, but we got to actually get out there and get going. So I'm excited for those guys to get back very, very soon so we can get this thing going.
Bruce Beck with NBC New York.
James, it would be easy after a win and a triple-double to just pump out your chest, but in your interview with Grady and in your words to Malika just a couple moments ago, you're talking about that you need to be better down the stretch.
Yeah.
Why are you always looking to improve like that?
You never be complacent. You know, I can't be complacent. I've never been like that, and I won't start now. You know, I think I can always be better. You know, I think when you're trying to accomplish something, you got to look in the mirror, look at yourself, and see what things that you can do better and ways you can contribute in a better way for the betterment of the team. So, you know, I can't control everything that's going on around me. I can control, you know, a little bit. But one thing I know I can control is myself. So, I got to do a better job of my decision-making, like I said, getting guys in their position and just getting a shot up. You know, if we get a shot up, then that's good enough that we can get our defense set, and that will be better.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
James, Steve alluded to you guys going through kind of a hard stretch right now. You've been in a couple of several grinded out games in a row, and you look at your minutes load. Are all the minutes you're playing kind of catching up with you? Is this kind of a tough time of year for the whole team because you've been shorthanded for so long?
I mean, I don't know if it's a tough time. You know, I mean, I think we have a target on our back. Teams are coming in and playing well. And, you know, that's pretty much it. I think every team goes through, you know, ups and downs throughout the course of a year. You know, I'm just happy that it's not even a tough time for us because we've been having to deal with injuries and things like that of nature throughout the course of the season. But I think we're just in a fog right now in the sense of, like, we got to find some energy. And I think, well, I know once KD and LaMarcus and Landry gets back, they're going to bring that. So we just got to continue to find ways to win, however they come, which we've seen these last few games, and keep pushing. That's the NBA season for you.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, James. Steve said that tonight's game and the Detroit game he thought were very similar. Just what do you think's been the common theme with those? Is it the offensive rebounding, and like you touched on earlier, or is it something else that's just been the thing that's kind of got you guys stuck the past two games?
It's just maybe, you know, a lack of focus. You know, looking record-wise at the team we're playing, and then, you know, not staying focused like we're playing in better record-wise team. You know, not fundamentally boxing out, just small things, not communicating or consistently communicating. It's just small things that we can correct, and we will correct. I just think we're, you know, looking at these teams we're playing, it's like, all right, we might can get away with it, but we got to think bigger picture and try to be more consistent, you know, in our communication and in our principles and our fundamentals.
Christian Winfield, New York Daily News.
Hey, James, what's it like for you to bring the ball up the floor and then look to your right and see Lil Baby courtside? And on top of that, when you see him courtside, does that kind of make you go deeper into your bag, knowing somebody there to hit you on it? Have a good game.
I mean, I wasn't even paying attention for real, but I mean, obviously, just one of my homies to be able to pull up to the game is, great. But I think just me being in my bag, I try to be in my bag every game. I try to be the best player on the floor every single game, and no matter who's at the game. So obviously, when you got one of your homies at the game, it's a little bit more exciting. But for me, my mindset, I try to, be the best player every single game.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, James, you mentioned you guys having a target on your backs, which you guys obviously do. I'm curious what you make of all these narratives out there about the reaction to you guys getting LaMarcus and getting Blake, where you guys are kind of being painted as a villain for doing what presumably every NBA team is trying to do, which is just get better.
Right. I thought that was a plan. I thought that was a goal. I don't pay attention to it, honestly, because we got to get things correct. We got to, make it work. So me worrying about what other people are saying or how other people feel, that's out of my control. They're going to say it, they're going to talk regardless. The narrative always changes. So for us, it's we got to get healthy. We got to get this train going. And at the end of it all, we'll see what they say.
Kevin Durant not in the fold, and look where the Nets are. And we asked Frank pregame, where would the Nets be without James Harden? Well, I don't think they'd be in the position that they're in.
Well, he talked about a train. He's the one driving the train.
Yes, he is right now.
It is 32nd game for the Brooklyn Nets. Look at their record with him.